Well, hello, hello. Hi, Jan. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hi, I can hear you. How are you
Good.
today?
I'm fine. Technology is working.
It's
I feel very
amazing,
good
right?
about that.
We are so blessed in this time of coronavirus to have Zoom and Facebook Live and all these different technologies that allow us to at least still be face to face, even if it's not in person.
It's a learning curve, though. It's lots of new experiences in the last 30 days. When you think about the new terms we've had to learn about social distancing and Zoom and whatever, I mean, this is quite a change from where we've been in the past. So yeah,
It,
I
it certainly
think
is.
we're all doing pretty good considering everything, right?
Yes, yes. One thing that I heard that I really like, they changed the phrase. They said we should be using the term physical distancing because social distancing, like we can all still be connected and social with each other, but we just need to be physically distant from each other. So I started to use that phrase, physical distancing.
Right. Well, what it's distancing, whatever it
Right.
is, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right. Well, thanks for being here with me today. Everyone who's joining us, welcome. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Harry. Great to see you. And thanks for being with us. For those of you who haven't met Jan Weber, if you're involved in active in politics here in the Illinois 17th, you've probably heard her name before. But Jan, can you tell us a little bit about your position and who you are and how you got involved in this thing we call politics?
well, politics. I kind of grew up in a political family, been involved in politics really my whole life. I've lived in Henry County going on almost be 45 years this fall and got involved real soon after I got married in the fall of 76 and have been involved in some way ever since that. Currently, I hold two titles that are, well, actually three. I'm the elected Republican Precinct Committeeman for Phoenix Township, which is north of Geneseo. I am also the elected Henry County Republican Chairman, was just reelected to that position last week. And I also serve, I'm in the middle of my second term as the Republican representative to the Illinois Republican Party for the 17th Congressional District. So basically, I'm the boots on the ground person for every Republican from Rockford to East Dubuque and down to almost to Dallas City and clear over to parts of Pekin and back up through Peoria. So I try to do my best to represent Republicans in 14 counties that make up the 17th Congressional District.
And I can say from personal experience that you work really hard. So we are lucky and honored to have you as our Central Committee person, Jan.
Well, thank you for saying that. I'll have to say I'm lucky because I have a great support team, and my biggest support team, I'm probably the only state Central Committeeman that has their own personal driver and chauffeur. So wherever my travels take me around the vast 17th district, I'm fortunate to have Steve with me and driving me and getting me there and getting home safely, which is, is a huge bonus when you drive to an event and it's over late at night and you got a couple-hour drive home. So it's really nice to have my partner in crime, better known as my husband, who supports me in all the things I do. So
that's awesome. So it's a two-person effort.
It is. And it's, just to quell any myths, being a Republican county chairman or even a Democrat, even the other side of the aisle, those jobs they're strictly volunteer. There's no pay for that. There's no payment for being a part of the state central committee. Wherever I go, I'm putting my own gas in my car. And if there's a meal involved, I'm writing my check or whatever. So it's definitely, you do this because you love the party. But I really do it because I get to meet great people like Esther King. And we've looked for a long time, ever since the 17th district was remapped to the district we have now in 2012, to find a candidate who had the ambition, the integrity, the honesty, all those wonderful attributes that you've brought to us as a Republican Party. And I can say this on behalf of all Republicans and especially the other 13 county chairmen in the district, that we're very happy and very proud to have you as our candidate for Congress in November.
Thank you. Well, it's my honor to be on a team, not just with you, but with the other 13 chairs. Like you said, good people. That's a big thing that I've really appreciated being involved. I mean, we're going to do great on November 3rd. We're going to win on November 3rd, but no matter what happens in this process, if it ended today, I would be so grateful and thankful for being part of the process because, like you said, the people that I get to meet and be with and talk to and engage with and have them challenge me and present ideas and hear what their perspective is, like it's already been worth every minute up to this point. So I'm pretty grateful too, Jan.
Well, we got a great team of people.
We do. So. We really do. I do want to talk to you some about this area. You've seen the swing that has happened over the last 10 years because, like you said, 10 years ago, it was gerrymandered. It was district specifically to be a district. And now it's not. Now it's Republican. Can you tell us a little bit about like what's been happening in this part of Illinois and what have you seen that's created that shift and change here in Western Illinois?
Well, I think the shift and change in Western Illinois is the changing environment in the whole country. For those who don't remember, President Trump carried the 17th congressional district by huge numbers in 2016. That had not happened in the previous two presidential elections. So that was a big change. And I think the appeal of President Trump has been a big part of what's happening here to make people, they know that he comes with a realistic plan, a plan that has parts that everybody can find a home in and can identify with. And I think just the fact of that he's about a government that's for the people and not for just one sector of the population. I think we've seen a lot of changes geographically within the district because the demographics have changed. You go back 15 years ago, this area was highly dependent on agricultural equipment manufacturing. A lot of technologies changed. We still have great operations here with Deere and Company and Caterpillar and a number of other smaller companies, but companies have changed in their prospect. We do no longer have as many people who identify themselves with the labor union. We have a lot more people working in the service industry, but still agriculture continues to be the number one influencer employer. I'm sitting here now looking at cornfields. I see my neighbor planting some corn tonight. So, we live in a blessed area, and I think a lot of our area rotates about what's going on agriculturally. And that's the same whether you're up in Winnebago County, you're down in Henderson County, you're over in Tazewell County. Agriculture is still king, and it's all the other businesses it takes to support that agricultural base that is so rich in Illinois, and especially in the 17th.
So on ag, you have lifelong experience in ag. You're a farmer, like you said, you're watching your neighbor plant corn right now in planting season. What are you seeing in the ag industry and with farmers and the effect of coronavirus on people and that are directly connected with ag?
I think a sense of being cautious. In all of my life, I have never cleaned the inside of a tractor cab with sanitizing wipes and sprayed it down with a disinfectant spray. I was raised on a farm. I've been around farms all of my life. So when I went out to do that a week or so ago, that was the first time for me to do that. I see people arriving at our farm to bring different ag things that we need brought, and they're definitely socially distancing. Some have masks on. Everybody's wearing gloves. So it's a real different environment. But no matter what, it's time to plant a crop. And when favorable weather conditions come, we can't wait to see the curve soften on this. We got to get the crop in the ground. But I think farmers and people in agriculture have long been the huge advocate for their own safety, whether it's teaching their children at a young age about being around the farm equipment, the various chemicals and things we store on our farms. So I think we were way into the environmental before people knew what environmental was.
Right.
I mean, it's
right.
Earth Day. We've been practicing earth practices for centuries in agriculture. So it's just about being cautious and knowing who you're talking to. And I feel confident that we will get our crops planted, our neighbors will get their crops planted, and we're all hoping for a much better year as far as things like corn and soybeans than we had in 2019. That's for sure.
Yeah. in the Army, we always say safety first. And I know from personal experience with farmers that that's so important. And now we're just looking at, in both on the military side and on the agriculture side, we just have this whole new world to look at safety. And so just having that social or that physical distancing and implementing those procedures across an entire industry, that is quite the phenomenon that's happening here in the Illinois 17th.
I'd like to talk a little bit about ag is great. It's a passion of mine. I guess I have a couple of passions. One of them is agriculture, as you know. The other one is Republican politics. And, last week, we had Republican county conventions in all 14 counties. And that's where the precinct committeemen, normally we come together and meet in a room. Well, we all did it virtually last week, some by live chats like this, some by conference calls, some with Zoom, some with Uber conferencing. I learned about companies out there that I didn't even know existed, but our groups all did meet. We have some new faces who are going to be helping us. And I'm just going to quickly run down the list because these are the people that I reach out to in the various counties in the 17th district to make sure that the message of the Republican Party, the support for Esther King is there, the support for Donald Trump will be there, and our entire Republican ticket. So I'll start up north with Mike Dittler. Mike is in Joe Davies County.
Joe Davies, woo-hoo!
Chairman there. Move over to Stevenson County, Andrew Chesney, who doubles as not only a state representative, but a county chairman, who will again lead things in Stevenson County. The 17th district includes the western parts of Winnebago, which is Rockford. We do have a new chairman joining us there, and the new chairman is Eli Nicolosi. I talked to Eli on the phone a couple times, and I think he brings
congratulations
a great deal of
Winnebago County.
And happy to have him involved, and it's always nice to bring some new faces in. Come down to Carroll County with Savannah there, and the county seat being Mount Carroll. For those who need a little geography lesson, Aaron Caney will be continuing as the county chairman there in Carroll County. A little farther south is Whiteside County. They're along the Mississippi River. Kirk Glazier will be back as the county chairman in Whiteside County. Rock Island County, which I say is the heart of the 17th district because it is probably the largest county in the district. It's right in the middle geographically. All of our media comes out of the Quad Cities, even though we have some media out of some other markets. Rock Island County is extremely important for the Republican Party, for Esther King, for Donald Trump. Drew Melky will again be our county chairman in Rock Island County. Drop a little south into Mercer County, down in the Aledo area. Barb Childs will be stepping up to be the county chairman there. I've known Barb for a long time, former educator, school board member. No one works any harder than Barb Childs, so I know the Mercer County team will be in good stead with Barb. Down in Henderson County, which is kind of getting down in the very southern tip. It's wonderful places like Oquawka and Gulfport and Biggsville and Gladstone. John Riley will be the new chairman for us down in Henderson County. So excited to work with John. We move coming back east now to Warren County. County seat there is Monmouth. We've also got Roseville and some other small communities. Corey Berglund will be the county chairman again for a second, at least a third term in Warren County. Over in Knox County, which is Galesburg, Knoxville, and some other smaller communities around, Bill Erickson will continue as county chairman there. Down in Tazewell County on the far borders, we have just a little bit of Tazewell County around Pekin, which is actually on the south side of the Illinois River. Jim Rule will be continuing as the county chairman there. And over in Peoria County, again, we have just a small portion of both Tazewell and Peoria County. Steve Morris will be back again in Peoria County. The final, of course, I'm the Henry County chairman here just east of the Quad Cities in Henry County. We do have a chairman that we're getting all the final details with that. We've not had an active group down in Fulton County, but we do have a gentleman who's offered to help us get going, and he did get elected in the primary on March 17th. So we'll be excited to be able to announce his name and joining our ranks. And so it's nice to have 14 people who are dedicated to helping Esther King and Donald Trump in the 17th.
So thank you for running through that. We did have a little bit of trouble on the audio. So just so everyone watching and knows, whatever county you live in, any of the 14 counties here in the district, send us a message here on Facebook and we will get you plugged in to volunteer and help the campaign. We are starting to get operations up and running, and all the county chairs are going to be vital to the success and the operations for the Illinois 17th and winning this election. We absolutely have an amazing team. Jan just ran through all of our county chairs across the whole district. I'm so excited to continue to work with the ones that were already in their positions and welcome the new ones who just got elected last week. So Jan, to kind of close us out and wrap us up, what can people do? Like, you are so committed and such a continual volunteer and dedicated to doing good for Republican politics here in the area. What can people do to get involved? What do you recommend? And what, maybe even share a story of how volunteerism has really impacted and enriched your life personally?
Well, first off, I have to say I have met so many wonderful people in the 40 plus years that we've been volunteering all over this district. So I think that is one of the key things I say to people. But I tell people, and anybody who's listening, every one of those 14 counties that I mentioned, we need you. We need you to help us. Maybe you don't want to be a precinct committeeman and be responsible for getting election judges and yard signs and all those things, but we need you to be committed to help us. It might be as simple as saying, I'll take the 5 challenge, and the 5 challenge is that each week you will reach out and find 5 people that maybe haven't thought about voting Republicans, supporting a Republican candidate, putting a yard sign for a Republican candidate. Those 5 people to reach out and say, I'll ask my neighbors. I want to get a flyer about Esther King. I want to tell them about Esther. So if we need people to do that. So anyone who reaches out and volunteers for this, we will find a place for you to volunteer. Hopefully we'll have parades. Normally parades are a big part of our summers in this part of the world. I saw today a second parade in Henry County has been canceled. We're kind of on hold with what's going to happen with the county fairs, but we need people to come walk along at the parades and pass out flyers or pass out candy, pass out whatever our candidates are passing out, or even just to walk along and carry an Esther King sign or wave a flag. There are so many ways to get involved. A lot of people say, well, I don't want to get out and go door to door, which in this environment right now, we're not going door to door. That's fine. We need you to help us by picking up the phone call and calling people and asking them, can we count on your home for a yard sign come September? I think we're going to see politics very different in 2020. A lot of things coming at us. We don't know if we're going to be able to walk in our polling place and vote. We may be doing all of it vote by mail. There's a lot of questions, and we just need to recruit as many volunteers as we can recruit. And I'm sure that you'll have 101 ways that people can volunteer and help on the Esther campaign. And I challenge each county to have at least 10 in their county of ways they can help their county organization, because working together and being united, we will be stronger. We will be successful on November 3rd. The only way we can do that is to be united in front, all working together, voting for Donald Trump at the top of the ballot, coming on down for Mark Kerr for U.S. Senate, Esther King for Congress, clear down through our county board candidates, our judicial candidates. We have some tough judicial races happening. There's one down in that southern part of the 17th that involves Knox and Warren and Fulton and those counties. So we need people engaged and involved in all of our counties to support all the candidates who are running.
Yeah, thank you, Jan, so much for outlining. So kind of to bottom line everything Jan just said, we need you, we need you, we need you. We are going to need an army of people to volunteer to win this election, to do everything from phone banking to handing out literature. If we have parades, if we have county fairs, all those kinds of things this summer, wearing a Esther for Congress shirt, telling 5 friends. There's so many ways that we can help grow this momentum and win this election on November 3rd. So bottom lining, I'm just repeating some of what you said, St. Jan, because it was crackly. But we need you, we need you, we need you. So please reach out to Jan or myself. Jan, what's good contact information for you?
I'm on Facebook at Jan Russ Weber, my personal page. I also have a page, Jan Weber, Illinois 17th Congressional District. I'm there. And I would be remiss if I don't say nearly every county in our congressional district has Trump signs available. I know once things get back to where we can get out and see people are looking for Trump signs. If you're looking for a Trump sign, reach out to the county party in your county. Since we're doing this Facebook Live, I believe all of our county organizations have Facebook pages. If you want a Trump sign, can't find one, send me a message on Facebook, message Esther, and we'll try to get you connected so we can get the whole district covered with Trump signs and Esther King for Congress signs.
Yes, absolutely. So reach out, send us a message on Facebook, send Jan a message on Facebook. We are absolutely welcome, ready, and we welcome your support, and we can do this. We are going to have a great election, even in this new world that we live in the world of social distancing and physical distancing and coronavirus. We are going to have a great election this November. So, Jan, thank you so much for having a conversation today. It's great to see you. Healthy, hi.
Thank you. And always, folks, Esther needs all of your help. Raising money is the toughest part of being a candidate. I'll take this chance to put a plug in. If you can give her $5 a month, $17 a month, you can give her 10 now and 10 in 2 months. Every dollar you need is most needed by Esther. There's some limits that our county organizations cannot give Esther huge chunks of money, but we're behind her with moral support, and we'll be behind her with volunteers, and we're there to do everything we can because we want to see Esther King elected on November 3rd.
Yes, absolutely. We can do this. So, thank you, Jan, so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining this conversation, and we will see you again soon. Bye, everyone.